let's get into this first. So we had San Francisco, or we have San Francisco at the Rams coming up. But before we get into that, I want to first go into last week's games, get where TAL succeeded and where he failed. So we had the 49ers beat the Packers, which blew me away 13-10. The 49ers were getting 5.5, which they obviously covered. And the over-under was 47.5. So that went under. So how did you do, Tal?
I was wrong on everything with the Packers. I thought it was going to be actually what was the total? I think I actually got the total correct.
The total was on the 48.5, and it went under, right?
If it went under, I was correct.
No, that's the wrong game. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was
47.5, and it still went under. It was only 23 points.
I was correct on the under, but I was wrong about. I mean, I really believed with all my heart that Aaron Rodgers through. Maybe it was last year. Be something to the fact that he was playing it way too safe. I think that there might be something to the fact that if he's going to continue playing football, that safeness, that he didn't want to throw a pick, kind of like he didn't care enough about the championship, but more about himself. I don't know. Who knows? I love Aaron Rodgers, to be honest. I think he's an amazing quarterback. I think he's a cool dude. But, you have your opinions because of the Packers, your rivalry. But
well, I picked the Packers to win because whatever I pick loses. So I couldn't have been happier than anybody in this country. I mean, I didn't put any money down on it. That ending, well, obviously the block, the kick, and the punt. I mean, both of them, or the field goal, I guess you could say, and the punt were two of the most exciting things I've seen in a long time because I was miserable that Green Bay was winning. I'm a Chicago fan. I think I get more delight in seeing them lose than the Bears win. I've always said with that blocked punt and them scoring on it blew me away. And I would have never honestly thought that San Francisco could be Green Bay in that weather, in that stadium with that crowd. So
yeah,
that was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. And actually gives me for my prediction for the upcoming game.
All right, let's get into that. So, all right. You ready for this? So we have San Francisco 49ers at the Rams. From what I have, the line, Rams by 3.5, over under 46.5.
That's what I have too.
Okay. What do you got?
So I have the Rams winning this game and covering. I think that I might be making the same mistake I made last week because San Francisco just keeps showing up week after week. This is not the first time. This is 2 weeks in a row where I completely discount them. So, but they don't have a good offense. They just have a really good defense and special teams unit and a great coach.
Coach is unbelievable. He figures out a way on how to win.
Yeah. Where I think the Rams have one of the best defenses and defensive players in the league. They have a really good defense in general. And they have Matthew Stafford, who I'm a huge fan of. I'm rooting for him. I think out of everybody in this the conference championship,
yeah,
I want him to win the most. But that's my desire has no effect on the outcome. And I have the under in that game.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I would think San Francisco would get more points than that, especially being in that stadium again. But they aren't too far from home. But you know what? You got to realize, too, when I look back and say, the coach from San Francisco has the Rams number, right? I mean, he's beat them, I think, the last 6 times they maybe played. I know that this year, they beat them twice, didn't they? In the last couple times they played, they pretty much destroyed them.
I'm not sure.
Well, they've been kicking their ass, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's why the line is tighter than you think. But for some reason, this coach knows how to beat that team. Would I bet on I would think the Rams is going to win this game. But I wouldn't bet on it myself either way. I don't.
Will they cover the 3.5?
I don't know. I like taking points, but the Rams looked really good against obviously Tampa. And that team is really built to last. I just don't know if the QB, again, your QB Stafford, is Super Bowl bound. I can't say he is or isn't, where Jimmy G's actually been there. I got to give him props to that. So, but I know.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I would definitely think the Rams are going to win. By how much, I have no idea. But I'd rather, even though I'm not a fan of either team, really, I'd rather see San Francisco go again.
He'll be gone next year. You'll have Trey Lance stepping up as quarterback. I mean, that's my prediction on that front from San Francisco. Obviously, if they win the Super Bowl with Jimmy G, that might change things a bit, but I don't see that happening. Not with all these the three other competitors right now.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. Jimmy G's, you know what? Say what you want to say. Look where he's at. I mean, a lot of people I know, I don't know if it's the coaching, like you said, the defense, whatever it takes, they're getting.
He's a good game manager, and that's what they need there.
Yeah,
you know, they let their defense do their thing, but I don't know. You can't. I don't know if you can win the Super Bowl just with that alone.
I do. It's tough to get to the Super Bowl, and I know the Rams put everything into it this year to do it. And if they're going to get there two
That's
times
true.
out of 3 years, is a pretty amazing in itself. And it's kind of cool maybe to see. Remember that Rams game versus KC? Was it a Monday or Thursday night a couple of years ago? That it was one of the highest scoring games. It was unbelievable. Mahomes but it was
Jared Goff.
Yeah, remember it was like 50 something or 40 something. Remember that game? That was amazing.
I don't remember it.
It was unbelievable. It was one of the highest scoring, I think, NFL games.
They have a solid quarterback now, and they have the rest of the team. And they have Odell. I not to overhype him, but he's a stud of a receiver.
They're great. Cooper. I mean, they got him in the defense. Let's not even get caught up in that.
And they got their running back, Cam Akers.
So, they got the Denver guy who's unbelievable. I don't remember names like you. The defense. What the hell's his name? That's MVP of the Super Bowl one year. Who's the Denver linebacker?
Oh, Aaron Donald?
Yeah. No, not him. The other guy from Denver came. They traded for him this year. I forgot his name.
Oh, I don't remember.
All right. Well,
but anyway, their defense is top notch.
They're unbelievable. Yeah. All right, brother. We're going to wrap it up. I got some other stuff coming up. If you're watching this, we're going to talk about Brady. Is he going to retire or not? The other one is the overtime debacle in the NFL. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.